So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the episode that came out, episode 12, the last episode of Jack Valkyrie Party of None. And if you honestly saw this episode, it was really good, but it really set up things for um season 2. And, and I'll give you one example. We see So after, the confrontation between Xion and Orin, Xion, she finds out oh, she's been tricked, and she's she backed off after she knows everything. She kind of, if you, like I said, if you saw the episode, so right after Xion, she one look at Orin's face, and she kind of knew oh, I was tricked, and from that she got away. After that, there was a scene with Oliver where he's, seen training with his sword, the basics. And then, if you guys remember, the green-haired new girl, she comes in and she's like, oh, um, she's talking to Oliver about why he's training, and Oliver's like, I'm ashamed of myself because I'm really weak. And the girl's, egging him on. She's like, yeah, even um, it's unheard of for anyone to be to be the Black Dragon solo. They're even calling him the new hero, and this way egging him on, and then she finally spills it that there's a combat um tournament, and then and from that Oliver he obviously says there I'll be Orn because he assumes Orn's gonna go, and then we get this look at the green haired lady's face it's like she planned it. And that's the other thing I want to get into, her origin. So if you saw when Xion got back to wherever, it seemed like she teleported to Alaska or whatever. The North Pole of that universe. But she teleported, and she's kind of talking, and she's like, it really is the way she's making it out to be. It sounds like these two people were really responsible. Like this lady, as she keeps mentioning, that it seemed like kind of got her in the first place. Like it seemed like the way she's talking about this lady, she was the one. She was the one responsible. Like she was the one in her when she was a little kid. She was the one to tell her or died. She was the one to tell her that, oh, like you heard that lady took her child and basically everything from her. So now she found out Orange not dead like she said, and I'm gonna probably kill her or something, or she implies. But I think um throughout the episode, I think it's very obvious that the green-haired lady, because I mean, thinking back on that, we really don't know anything about her. We just know she just came out the cut. Yeah, she her introduction was kind of I initially thought she was the throwaway character, but I'm starting to think what if she's the mastermind, the one that Jion is talking about, the older woman. Um, so yeah, I think Shion is talking about that girl, she is the mastermind. And then after the whole thing, we get this scene where we meet the guy again. I forgot. I don't know what his position, but we see the guy again, and the way he talks, it seems like to me, this is my theory, that it seems like he kind of like locked memories, and it should have been obvious because instead of being oh Shion, He was like, no, I don't. Who is this girl? So to me, it should have been obvious that that the guy probably has something to do with locked memories. But anyways, so it seemed like to me like the guy purposely locked memories of his childhood. I'm guessing to erase like the presence of like Xion because because I guess through their organization like no one's supposed to know about Xion. So I'm guessing that's why they and then probably something else like political, like with the church or whatever. And then he said like something about Orn never even wanted to be an adventurer, so I feel like um I don't know, he didn't force him to be one, but he kind of like with the locked memories, he was kind of able to build Orn. So like originally, like he said, Orn never wanted to be an adventurer. Um, if I had to guess, the guy kind of already knew, how strong he was, cause he does that. He was like, I can't believe you found strength. Found enough strength to beat a black dragon alone, and he kind of implies he has he locked like half of Orange strength, his true strength away. That's what I'm guessing. And then and so, well, not something well, and then he does something odd, like he grabs his left arm, which we see is like not there anymore. And then he's like, do like conquer it for me, and like I'll maybe forget what you did to me in the past. So what I'm guessing is that again, this is my theory. Um, so so we already know the green-haired girl and the the guy with iPad. We already know they're probably the ones responsible for doing this unit on. So if I had to guess, like very early on, like they knew, like maybe even before, but they like well not even well they found out that Shion and Orn were special strength, and then I'm guessing something happened for them to each like maybe that was the plan from the beginning. Like the guy takes Orn, the girl Shion, and then I'm guessing like the girl kind of went about it a different way where she tells you that like oh that guy Orn died and everything and like kind of forcibly like she remembered everything but everything is like taken away. Meanwhile what he did with Orn was just completely like block his memory. And then if there's like I said if there's a season 2 um we'll definitely get to see Orn unlock that. But anyways, so he locked Orn's memories. Um, and I'm guessing like when they were, especially when the guy was trying to separate Orn from Shion, maybe Orn like he kind of knew subconsciously like oh these people are bad. And like as the last of this, it didn't work. But as the last of this effort, he like did something to cut off or he was like he did something where the eye patch guy kind of sees Orn as responsible for cutting off his whole left arm. And like as I will see in season 2 if like there's a season 2 we'll kind of get the explanation, but that's kind of my whole gist of it. Like it just really like that uh that revealed that the girl was cause like honestly, like I said, I thought she was a throwaway character. But then when we saw that um, scene where she was kind of egging the hero on, and then she mentions like, oh, there's a combat tournament, and then from that Oliver gets the idea of like, oh, they'll probably meet Orn, and I could beat him. And then you just see like this smug look on the girl's face, like it seemed like she did manipulate him. And then now when we're looking at a bigger picture, it does seem like the girl and the guy, they were responsible for whatever happened to Orn and Shion. And like I said, maybe if there is a season two, which I'm kind of hoping because I like it, um, maybe we get the explanation of like why it unfolded, like why this is happening, like how did you guys know that Shion and Orn were these very strong people? Maybe we'll get their history, their parents' history, whatever. I guess one thing I do want to mention is that we did see like kind of we saw like Sophia. Um, she kind of unlocked her special ability. Um, it wasn't really, well. I guess you could say it was very overpowered, but what we saw, so it seemed like she can punch it and like she's blasting something with hand at an object, and then as we saw like something embedded from her hand, and when you point at someone or something, in this episode like we saw, she pointed at the guy. She pointed and she did a command of like fly away or stop, and that's what happened. He like stopped, and then when she said fly away, that's what happened to him. So I don't know if we do get a season two. We'll probably, I hope we get more explanation on her power because it's like brand new, and hopefully Orn can like build it up for whatever, so it can be really broken for the combat tournament. But I just kind of want to mention that real quick. Um, but yeah, that was the whole episode. Like I said, it really plants the seed for season two. And like I said, I hope there is a season two. It was very cool. Um, um, oh, I'm also interested of like the whole build up of the universe because it seemed like we were just getting to the good part. Like it seemed like this was like kind of the prelude, the yeah, the prelude of this time. And then season two is when the actual like when we get into the actual meat and potatoes of it. And uh, yeah, I just hope we get a season two. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.